Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing that I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games till a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screamin' lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide.
Hello and welcome, folks, here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. We have live action underway in the swimming division. We are here at Woodland Hills where they are hosting a 1-to-1 head matchup against the West Mifflin Titans. So we are here today looking at this matchup. It just got started here just a few seconds ago. And right now we have the girls in the water and they are at it. And as you can see, the lead swimmers are in the two middle lanes there. So here we are. I am turning it over to my esteemed colleague and primary sports commentator, Max Keever. Max, how you doing today?
Should be an interesting game here tonight. West Mifflin and Woodland Hills right now. And as always, it's a nice and humid position I'm in right now. This is like almost sauna-like. But nonetheless, a fabulous challenge here between West Mifflin and Woodland Hills. Second meet. And of course, we got more of this coming up. Or as always, be sure to check that schedule up at roxamoresports.com. If you look at the schedule tab, you can see what events are coming up and against what school. For this month and next month, it's mostly Woodland Hills, but every now and then it gets spiced up with a different school district or a different event altogether. Again, check out roxamoresports.com, get a good look at that schedule tab, and you can see what school is going against what school, at what time, what place, and what sport. Today, it's varsity swimming. And that concludes it for that match. So we're heading off into our next event here. Not bad, not bad. In lane 5, we have 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Lane 4, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Lane 3, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Lane 2, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Right now, you're looking at lane 3, lane 2, and lane 4. Actually, I stand corrected. That is lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5. And lane 1. Apparently my eyes are deceiving me. That lane looked like it was unoccupied, but now it's looking pretty good here in lane 3. 11 seconds already reached the end. Lane 5 as well. Lane 4. 25 seconds. Already in lane 3. And 26 seconds. .40 seconds. And right now, it's looking pretty speedy in lane 3. Lane 5 just as well in lane 1. Over in lane 4, good rotation, good breathing technique. 1 minute. And there we go. 1 minute and 22 seconds. Lane 5. Lane 3, 1 minute and 27. And right now, 1 minute and 35. A minute and 45. And again, off in lane 3. A nice, speedy conclusion. He is finished up there. 1 minute and 48 seconds. Right now, almost parallel to each other. Lane 4 and 5, and lane 1. Finishing up here as well. Lane 5 finished. Lane 1 looks like they all finished as well. All eyes on lane 4. As his rotation is looking good, his breathing just as well. Here's a quick look at the time. Lane 1 finishes at 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 56 seconds. Lane 5, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Again, you're looking at lane 4 here. And just about there. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. With its conclusion, let's see what his time is stamped at. On 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Off into our next heat here. This time it's all ladies in lane 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're into the next line of action here. Hey, the schedule's way different than last year. Looked like it, yeah, that was a 200 free, so that could So this should be the 200 free leg. And right now, looking pretty strong here in lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5. Lane 1, or lane 2 rather, catching up in 23 seconds. In 32 seconds, looking great in lane 3. Lane 2 and 4 and 5 finished. Right now, ahead of the pack, lane 3. Lane 5 looking just as fine. Almost. And again, well, actually, correction here. This is the 200 intermediate. So you're looking at the 200 intermediate. And right now, lane 3. At considerable speed here. Looking great. As well as lane 4 and lane 5 and 2 seem to be almost aligned here. It looks like lane 5 is going to finish up before lane 2. We've got a minute and 31 seconds. It's the same situation here as lane 3 right now is ahead. Just trailing behind is lane 4, lane 5, and at last, lane 2. A minute, 55 seconds. Almost there, but not quite, as it concludes at 2 minutes. Not conclude, but right now we're at the 2-minute mark. Looked like lane 3 was going to get there before the 2-minute mark. She gets there at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Lane 4. Let's finish up her lap. And off to another. And it appears again, lane 5 and 2, almost parallel to each other. And it's lane 2 that finishes up her lap before lane 5. Looking great here in lane 3. As she has finished up her laps altogether. 2 minutes and 40 some odd seconds. I'll let you know exactly the time stamp. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. That's where she finishes off at. Lane 4 has finished her lap as well. Lane 1 and 5, neck and neck. It's lane 5 that finishes up at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. And right now, it's getting close here. Lane 2 and 5. It's lane 5 that finishes up for lane 2. Lane 5 at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Lane 2 at 3 minutes and 14 seconds. A mere second difference here. Beautifully done, ladies. And up next, it's the boys. It's going to be lane 1 and lane 5. Again, the time is finished right now. Lane 2 finished at 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Lane 3, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Lane 4, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Lane 5, 3 minutes and 13 seconds. And we're off into the next event here. An additional member to the cast here. Lane 1, Lane 3, and Lane 5 will both be occupied for this one. The 200 IM. And so far, off to a great start here in Lane 3 and Lane 5 as they are parallel to each other. 13 seconds. Off to finish up this lap here. And it looks like lane 3 is pulling ahead of lane 5.
So 200 IM is 50.
So just to clarify, this is not a relay. Right now you're looking at the backstroke. And the backstroke formation here in lane 3 is looking good here. Lane 5. Closer to lane 3 than lane 1 is, but lane 1 is looking pretty good on his formation just as well. And right now you're looking at the breaststroke being executed here in lane 3. Now lane 5. And just the same as lane 1. Or in lane 1, rather. Let me correct my grammar there. Lane 3 gracefully gliding here. And he's on his way to finish up this lap here. Over in lane 5. Off to finish up his lap as well. And now lane 1 heading back home. Good speed there in lane 3. Strong formation. And off to the side here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Lane 5. Finishing up. Paddling is looking good here. Lane 1. Halfway to finishing up his lap. And lane 5 on his way back home. Lane 3 is finished. Give you his time shortly. Lane 5 on his way. And lane 1 heading back home. Lane 5 concludes at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Lane 3, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. And lane 1 has concluded just as well. And let's see what the clock says. 2 minutes and 51 seconds. So again, lane 3, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Lane 5, 2 minutes and 45. And lane 1, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Off into the next event here. Taking a glance at the schedule. It's going to be the ladies. Let's see. For the 50 free. All lanes occupied here. And right now, off to a great start here in lane 4. Lane 4 and 3. Good formation. Good speed. And trailing behind them is lane 5 and lane 2, followed by lane 6 and lane 1. So now it's just up to 6. 6 has finished, and 1 is heading back home. After this will be the boys. Just taking a quick glance here. 6, 37 seconds. 5, 32. 4, 27. 3, 28. 2, 33. 1, 46. Here we go. Same event, 50 free, with the boys this time. All lanes occupied, just as well. And after this event will be the 100 fly. And they're off. Strong start here. Lane 3, lane 5. And heading back home now. It's lane 3. That's looking pretty good here. Let's check it out now. Lane 5. Just as well. Looks like he might beat everyone to the punch. That's a bit hard to say. Let's see what the timer goes with. Lane 1, 29 seconds. Lane 2, 27. Lane 3, 25. Lane 4, 26. Lane 5, 25. Lane 6, 28. Mighty powerful swim there by these talented athletes. And again, just for record, lane 1 was 29 seconds, lane 2, 27, lane 3, 25, lane 4, 26, lane 5, 25, lane 6, 28. All right. So just as promised, we're off into the next event here. And that will be the 100 fly. Boys and girls, as it goes naturally. And of course, a little quick glance at the schedule here for your future reference for when the next events, swim meets, will be happening. Will be January 23rd, Penn Hills against Woodland Hills. January 25th, Thomas Jefferson versus Woodland Hills. February 1st, Still Valley versus Woodland Hills. And February 7th, McKeesport versus Woodland Hills. And of course, as I said before, head over to roxamoresports.com to get a good look at that schedule tab to see what event is happening. Not necessarily sports, we do mix it up from time to time. Not necessarily high school either. We do mix it up with colleges as well as fundraisers. But again, check it out. Roxamore Sports Live under the schedule tab for more action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head off to commercial. We'll be right back with the next event. Stay tuned with us here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
name is Carolyn Brown, and I am owner and operator here at Outer Limits Adventure Park. We specialize in birthday parties, group events, family reunions, field trips. We have laser tag, arcade games, party rooms, inflatables, and we do have a ninja course coming soon. We are the first Black-owned family entertainment center in Pittsburgh. If your child has their birthday party here, we're going to make them feel like they're the only child here in the world. We like to celebrate them. You know, next to Christmas, celebrating your birthday party is the best thing. So we like the kids here to feel special. Outer Limits Adventure Park is located at 4079 William Penn Highway. We are in the heart of Monroeville, located in the same plaza with Big Lots. You can find us on our website at outerlimitsadventure.com, and we are on multiple social media pages at Outer Limits Adventure Park. So now that you know about Outer Limits Adventure Park, what are you waiting for? We hope to see you soon.
Roxamore Sports Live here for the 100 Fly event. Right now, you're watching the ladies occupying lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, and lane 6. 50 seconds in right now. And right now, it looks like it's lane 3 that's going to finish up this lap before the rest of the pack. Lane 2. Just behind lane 3, lane 2, and lane 6. And there we have it. In lane 4, she finishes up first. Lane 2 finishes up. At lane 4, you're looking at 1 minute and 15 seconds. Lane 3, 44 seconds. Lane 5 finishes up. Lane 2, and coming in last is lane 6. And check it out now. Lane 2 finishing up at 1 minute and 35 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 22 seconds. Lane 4, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Lane 5, 1 minute and 33 seconds. Lane 6, 1 minute and 40 seconds. Well done, well done. Same event, this time the boys, 100 fly. Occupying lane 1, lane 3, and lane 5. And for this swim meet, we have a pretty packed set of bleachers here. West Mifflin and Woodland Hills. And of course you, the viewers on the other side. As always, thank you for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Again, we got more swim meets coming up ahead. Check out RoxamoreSportsLive.com under the schedule tab to see when and where it will happen and against who. All right, lane 3 and lane 5 looking good here. Lane 1 just as well. Good formation, good breaststrokes here. Again, this is the 100 fly. Powerful breaststrokes in lane 3. Lane 5 just as well. Good transition as he finishes up his lap at 28 seconds in lane 3. His upper body strength looks like it's really playing a big role here in lane 3. Good formation there in lane 1. And just as well in lane 5. Lane 3 finishes up his lap. And now you're looking at lane 5. Concluding his lap, and lane 1 coming in here. And lane 1 finished. So let's see what we got as a final timestamp here. 1 minute and 23 seconds in lane 1, 1 minute and 2 seconds in lane 3, and 1 minute and 12 seconds in lane 5. For the boys 100 fly. Now we're heading off into the 100 free here and all the lanes for our next event. Starting off with the ladies, and then transitioning off with the boys before we head into the 500 free. Again, all lanes occupied here. Athletes set in their positions. A little bit of a delay going on. Let's see what we got here. And they're off. It just seems to be the case where lane 3, it's just a blessed lane, as it always seems to be the case. They pull ahead of the rest. As right there in lane 3, she had a great start. It's looking good here with her formation. Lane 4 and 5 parallel to each other, just the same with lane 2. Lane 1 behind lane 3. And lane 6 coming along. Good rotation, good timing. Under a minute now. Lane 3. 4 ahead. One of the beauties about swimming is it's really one of those things where you focus on your own strength. You're not really paying much attention to the people in the other lanes there. There's not really as much availability to looking behind your back, so to speak. And right there, lane 3 finishes up. Lane 1 looks like she's going to finish up as well, and that she does. And let's see, right now, lane 2 finishes up lane 4. And lane 5. Lane 6. Last one to go here. Again, the beauty of swimming is you're really timing yourself here. And you don't have much time to look into the other lanes. So right now, the time is lane 1, 1 minute and 19 seconds. Lane 2, 1 minute and 23 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Lane 4, 1 minute and 24 seconds. Lane 5, 1 minute and 28 seconds. Lane 6, 1 minute and 36 seconds. So the ladies were out of the pool, and next is the boys. The boys will occupy all 6 lanes as well. Again, this is a swim meet with Woodland Hills and West Mifflin. And this is indeed the 100 free. And they're off. The boys looking good here. And they're 100 free. And lane 4 off to a good start here. Less than 20 seconds. And it's been 20 seconds right now. As right there in lane 4. It looks like he's going to conclude before everybody else as he finishes up that lap. And heads back down to the other side of the pool. I talked about lane 3 being the blessed lane, but it looks like it's lane 4 this time, as he's off to a great considerable speed here. Less than a minute. And 3 more seconds until 1 minute. Lane 4 finishes up. Lane 3, 2, 5, and lane 1 to go. Lane 1 finishes up, and lane 6 coming in next. So check it out. Got the time coming up here. The time stamps. Lane 1 finishing up at 1 minute and 12 seconds. Lane 2 finishing up at 1 minute and 4 seconds. Lane 3 finishing up at 1 minute and 4 seconds as well. That's going to be 1 minute and 4 seconds, 0.28. Lane 2 has 1 minute and 4 seconds, 0.77. Lane 4, 1 minute and 1 second. Lane 5, 1 minute and 4 seconds, 0.81. Lane 6, 1 minute and 28 seconds. So well done, boys. And back with the ladies coming up for the next event here. So right now, the next event is going to be the 500 free. Again, starting this event off, the 500 free with the ladies. Lane 2, Lane 3, Lane 4, and Lane 6. All right. They've taken the positions. And right now, they're off. So the beauty of this particular event is it's challenging. You go swimming 20 lengths of the pool here, back and forth, and you really do have to manage your timing, your breathing, and just really get your muscles all coordinating in the right places. It's easy to get a cramp in this event. As you notice, they're not starting off with speed here, per se. They're taking their time. And right now, they're making good timing. Lane 3. Lane 6. Look like they're going to make it home before everyone else, perhaps. Lane 2 and Lane 4. It looks like Lane 4 might get home before Lane 2 does. Right now, 1 minute and 20 seconds. But there's that miracle lane here, Lane 3. Off to a great start yet again. And so far it's been 5 laps all around. The timing is looking good here in all lanes. Again, this is a challenging event here, but the beauty of swimming altogether is it's a challenge for your body. It really works out every core muscle. I actually prefer it more than swimming, as it feels more of a workout. Because once you get out of the pool, you just feel amazing, you know? You just really feel like you're in top shape. Well, the water definitely provides enough resistance for your muscles to work against. So what these athletes right here are doing in all these lanes, it's not simple. It's complicated. And as always, shout out to the coaches and anybody that has influenced these athletes to make it this far. And best of luck to them throughout their season, as well as any of their future endeavors. But again, not an easy task here, and they are making it look easy, as they are looking great in these formations. Right now, everyone is at 9 laps, and we are 3 minutes in this event. Nine laps in, and it looks like Lane 3 has reached her 11th lap here. And of course, for those of you that are not prepared for it, there will be an air horn sometime soon. Always catches me off guard every time they sound it. Although right now I'm not seeing it in anyone's hands, so we might be spared. I'm not too sure. But if that's the case, you might want to turn down your volume just a tad. Just a tad. Almost in, 4 minutes, and indeed it is 4 minutes. Right now, lane 3. At her 13th lap. Formation, again, looking just graceful here. Lane 2 and lane 3, as well as lane 4 and 6. Just gliding through here. 13 laps in lane 2, lane 4, and lane 6. 15 laps in lane 3. And 5 minutes just about, and now 5 minutes in. So in lane 3, she finishes up her 15th lap. She's heading back home. And heading on back to the other end of the pool here for her 16th lap. Or 17th, rather. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. So everyone finishes up their 15th lap, heading back home to finish up their 16th. And lane 3, heading back home to finish up her 18th lap. There we go. That's the air horn I was talking about. Always got to be prepared for it. All right. Again, the number we're looking for in this event is 20. In lane 3, she's finishing up her 19th and heading back home to finish up her 20th. Right now, lane 2. 17th lap. Lane 6, heading back home to finish up her 16th. And lane 4 finishes up her 16th as well. Or 18th, rather. I don't know why I got that 6th from. 18th lap, rather. Yeah. So right now, you're looking at a conclusion in lane 3 as she finishes up her laps, or 20th lap. And now it's lane 4 following pursuit here to finish up her lap as well. Lane 6 heading back home. And lane 2 heading back to finish up her 20th lap here. So a quick little glance at the time for now, because these clocks change pretty quickly here. So let me just get it in right now before they change it up. Lane 6, actually, right now they have, Lane 6, they have the time now with 7 minutes and 27 seconds. Lane 4, 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Lane 3, 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Lane 2 is 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Again, that is lane 2, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Lane 3, 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Lane 4, 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And lane 6, 7 minutes and 27 seconds. All right, and off into the next event here. Same one, but this time with the boys. Again, this is the 500 free. This time around, it's going to be lane 1, lane 3, and I believe either lane 5 or 6. He's kind of in between both lanes right now. It's a tad bit hard to see. But again, it's going to be the boys, 500 free, lane 1, lane 3, and I'm going to go with lane 5 for now. If it changes up to lane 6, I'll let you know. Of course, your eyes will let you know. And indeed, it's lane 5. Okay. So let's see what we got here. 20 laps. And so right now, we're in the first lap. Looking strong here in lane 1 as well as lane 5. Lane 3 looking good right now on the timing. The gentlemen finish off their laps. The first lap, that is. Heading back home to finish off the second. And it's lane 3 that's looking like they have the distance above everybody else, but now it's lane 5. It looks like he's making good time in here as he's heading off to finish up his third lap before everyone else. Or perhaps it's lane 1 that does. Now it's lane 3, or lane 5, then lane 3. We're 1 minute in. Gentlemen are heading back home to finish up their fourth lap. 16 more to go. Just about. Let's see what we have. Lane 1 finishes up the fourth lap. Lane 3 and lane 5. Lane 5 looks like he's almost parallel to lane 1 here, but looks like lane 1 is ahead. My smaller metric here. And still heading off above everybody else at this point in time, as he's heading to finish up his 6th lap here. And lane 5 looks like he's ahead of lane 3, and that he is as he finishes up his 6th lap. Now lane 3 just as well. Lane 1 making great timing. And lane 5 not far behind. Lane 3, good timing, good breathing as he finishes up his 7th lap. Lane 1 heading back home to finish up his 8th. Just as well, lane 5 and lane 3. Lane 1 finishes up his 8th lap, heading off into his 9th. Lane 5 finishes up his lap as well, and lane 3 heading off to his 9th lap here. Lane 5 finishes up his 9th lap, as well as lane 3. Three minutes and 22 seconds. Again, it takes a lot of strength to do this event. It's very exhausting. And of course, as anyone who has ever been in water knows, water has a lot of resistance to it. It requires your entire body to work in coordination with each other in order to stay afloat, in order to make any sort of movement through it. So this is an impressive feature of strength that these young men have, as well as the ladies. And 4 minutes it has been on the clock here. Lane 1 looking pretty strong right now, as he is above, or ahead of the pack rather. Lane 1 finishing up his I'm looking at the gentleman trying to flip the numbers there to the correct one, and it looks like he may have got it. He's at 15th lap. Okay. He's keeping count though. That's good. He's just trying to. I'm flipping to the right one here. So that means lane 1 is 2 laps ahead of the rest here, or at least 1 lap ahead of the rest. And right now, everyone's at 15. It is lane 1 that will finish up the 15th lap before lane 5 and lane 3. Lane 5 finishes up his 15th lap. Lane 3 as well. Right now, lane 1 heading off into the 16th. And after that is lane 5. And then lane 3. Getting there. And again, be prepared for the blowhorn, or air horn rather, as it always catches me off guard. I don't know what it sounds like on the other side. But, one of the least pleasant sounds you'll hear in a closed-in space like this. But it's a great sound here for the athletes that know they are just about ready to finish up an arduous event like this. And there it is. I'll never get used to that sound in all my life. There we go. Heading off into his 19th lap here. Lane 1. And lane 3. Oh, actually, I take that back. Lane 5. Finishes up his 19th lap. Lane 1 now. And lane 3. 6 minutes and 52 seconds. And it's looking pretty good here in lane 5. Good timing by lane 5 as he finishes up his 20th lap in lane 3. And there we have it, lane 1. Finishes up his 20th lap. Take a good look at this timing here. Lane 1 finishes up at 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Lane 3, 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Lane 5, 7 minutes and 3 seconds. And again, that is lane 5 finishing up at 7 minutes and 3 seconds. Lane 3 finishing up at 7 minutes and 6 seconds. And lane 1 finishing up at 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So good timing can buy you some extra strength there. Good timing on the strokes and good timing on the breathing. Will tax your energy far less and give you a little bit of a boost at the end there. So we're heading off into the next event, and that is $200 free relay. So the 200 free relay, as always, will be started off with the ladies, Woodland Hills and West Mifflin, followed by the boys. Woo. And again, we have some pretty packed bleachers here watching these events. Talent alongside with talent here in these lanes. West Mifflin and Woodland Hills bringing out their best swimmers here in this meet. And for those of you watching on the other side, just be grateful you're not here because it is really humid. At least where I'm at. Heat rises, so I'm on the upper end of the swimming pool arena right now, getting every bit of this heat. It's looking great there in lane 4 as they are pulling ahead. Right behind them is lane 3, looking good here. And right now, lane 5 is in the new one, and lane 2 just as well. Right now it is lane 3 and lane 4. Almost neck and neck here, but it looks like it's going to be lane 3. And indeed it is. Followed by lane 4. With another swimmer in. Lane 5. finishes up that one, and another swimmer comes in. Lane 2. A new swimmer is in. Lane 3, lane 4. A minute and 30 seconds. Actually, make that a minute and 40 seconds. Lane 5 finishes up, and a new swimmer is in. Here we go. Almost peril. Almost peril. Lane 3 looks like they're going to finish up above everyone else, and that they do. Lane 3 and right now it is lane 3 and 4 that have finished up here. And it looks like it's going to be lane 5 following thereafter. And lane 2. It's the last one to go here. So lane 3 is still heading on back home. And 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock right now. And there we have it. Lane 5 finishes at 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Lane 4, 1 minute and 59 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 57 seconds. And lane 2, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Well done, ladies, and off with the gentlemen. As the gentlemen will be occupying lane 1, 3, 4, and 5. And again, this is the 200 free relay. I could be wrong about lane 1 being occupied here. Let me let you know. Nope, lane 1 is occupied. So it's lane 1, lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5. And they're in. Right now, a strong start here in looks like lane 4. Just by a hair length here, ahead of everyone else. Of course, that's always subject to change. And 20 seconds in right now. Lane 4, followed by lane 3. In with 2 new swimmers in lane 3 and 4, and now lane 5. As well as lane 1. Lane 3 is off to a closer transition to a new swimmer than everyone else. And indeed that is the case, as lane 3 gets a new swimmer. Lane 4, new swimmer. Lane 5, new swimmer. And lane 1, new swimmer. Now, if I may be a little bit honest with you guys, this time around, the schedule usually has a list of names matching up with each event in each lane they're going to be in. But new day, new dawn, and that's not the case with this roster that I'm looking at. So, my apologies for any names that are not being said out loud at this point in time. But, nonetheless, for those of you on the other side that recognize faces and can match them up with names better than I can, show them some love there in the comment section. Give them a shout out. And we are just about finished with this event. Lane 1 coming in, finish up. And then we'll be heading off into our next event here. Well, let me tell you the time real fast for each lane. Lane 5 finishes up at 1 minute and 56 seconds. Lane 4, 2 minutes. Lane 3, 1 minute and 43 seconds. And lane 1, let me stand corrected, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Again, that is lane 1, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 43 seconds. Lane 4, 2 minutes. And lane 5, 1 minute and 56 seconds. And begins the next event here. at the Woodland Hills High School. So let's see what we got. So you like the 200 free relay. What do you think about the 100 back? There's 100 back stroke here. Starting off with the ladies. Here in all the lanes. So far, a good strong start here in lane 3. And 20 seconds in right now. Lane 4 and lane 3 looking pretty strong here so far. And just behind them, lane 6, lane 5, and lane 2, and lane 1. And finish up that lap there in 3 and 4. Lane 5 finishes up, as well as lane 2 and lane 1. Lane 6 looking pretty good here, 1 minute. Lane 3 and 4 headed on back, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Looking pretty good here. The timing is looking strong. 1 minute and 20 seconds. And there we have it, lane 3 and lane 4. I finished up here. Looks like lane 6 is making good timing as well. As lane 6 finishes up here. And it looks like it's going to be lane 5 next, and that it is. And lane 1. And last but not least, lane 2. Well done, well done. Let's see what we have here. Lane 1, 1 minute and 46 seconds. Lane 2, 49 seconds, .61. Lane 3, 49.08. Lane 4, 26 seconds. Lane 5, 41. Lane 6, 36. 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 36 seconds, goodness sakes. Again, that is lane 6, 1 minute and 36 seconds. Lane 5, 1 minute and 41 seconds. Lane 4, 1 minute and 26 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 49 seconds, .08. Lane 2, 49, 1 minute and 49 seconds, .61. Lane 1, 1 minute and 46 seconds, .47. And we're off into the next rotation here, and this time it's going to be the boys. Same event, that being the 100 back. That's the 100 backstroke. So let's see what we got here. This is one of those events where push-ups really do make the difference here, as a lot of it does require upper body strength, particularly in the chest and back region, as well as triceps and biceps. And as always, as you guys all know, but it's worth saying, common sense, don't always overdo it during the workout. Give your body some time to breathe and don't stress out those muscles. And here we go, lane 1 and 3 and 5. Or actually, yes, that's correct. Lane 1, lane 2, and lane 5 occupied right now. Looking graceful here in lane 5. As he is pulling ahead here. Lane 3, just behind in lane 1. Coming along here. 25 seconds. Again, the beauty of swimming is it's really a challenge against yourself. There's really not much time to focus on anybody else's performance. You're focusing too much on your breathing and your formation. Anything else beyond that is a distraction. And so it really is a good display of self-regulation here and what it leads to. One thing I recommend doing if you're ever swimming is try to find something if you could cover your eardrums up with, because swimmers here is obnoxious. Anyhow, looking great here in lane 5 and lane 3. Lane 1 coming along as well. 1 minute and 30 seconds. And it is lane 5 that finishes up first. And following along is lane 3, finishing up as well. Lane 1 coming in with the finish. And after this, it's going to be the 100 breaststroke. Let's see what we got. And there we have it. Lane 1 finishes up here. So let me give you the time stamps. We have lane 5, 1 minute and 31 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 42 seconds. And lane 1, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Again, that is lane 1, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 42 seconds. Lane 5, 1 minute and 31 seconds. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. And back to the ladies for the 100 breaststroke. All 6 lanes occupied here. Woodland Hills and West Mifflin. Woodland Hills in lane 1, West Mifflin, lane 2, Woodland Hills, lane 3, West Mifflin, lane 4, Woodland Hills, lane 5, and West Mifflin, lane 6. And they're off. Here we go. And they have emerged. Good, strong breaststrokes here. And it's looking great there in lane 4 from West Mifflin. West Mifflin looking good right now as they have lane 4. Following behind is Woodland Hills in lane 3. And lane 5, Woodland Hills, lane 1 and 2. Right now, almost neck and neck here. Woodland Hills in 1 and West Mifflin in 2 as they finish up the second lap here. Great strength here. Good formation by West Mifflin in lane 4. 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock here. Here we go. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Looking good there in lane 4 as she finishes up first before everybody else. You can see a good smile on her face. Well deserved. Lane 3 finishes up. Lane 5 finishes up. So lane 4, then 3, then lane 5. Let's see what we have now. It's lane 2 that now finishes up here. And lane 1. Lane 6 coming along here. West Mifflin. Her breathing is looking good here. And her team giving her encouragement every time she emerges. Great work by this young lady. And after this, it will be the boys. The boys will be occupying lane 1, lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5 for the 100 backstroke. Or actually, I take that back, 100 breaststroke. Lane 6. Looking good, looking good. And again, this is a sport that requires your entire body to be in full swing. Water pressure against your might. It's essentially the human body versus nature, as you are challenged by the power and gravity of water. It's also one of the more practical sports out there, if I may say so myself. It's the one sport that can really prepare you to swim against all sorts of externalities that come with water, be it a pack of piranhas or just a terrible tide of some sort. But right now, you're looking at 1 minute and 50 seconds in lane 1, 1 minute and 47 seconds in lane 2, 1 minute and 3 seconds, and 1 minute and 30 seconds in lane 3, 1 minute and 24 seconds in lane 4, 1 minute and 36 seconds in lane 5, and 3 minutes and 29 seconds in lane 6. We're heading off into the same event, the 100 breaststroke, this time with the gentlemen. The gentlemen will be occupying lane 1, lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5. And then will come the last event here. That will be the 400 free relay. Let's see what we got here. And they're off. Looking good here in lane 3. Occupying the lanes. Lane 1, Woodland Hills. Lane 3, Woodland Hills. Lane 4, West Mifflin. Wayne, listen to me here. Lane 5, Woodland Hills. 24 seconds. And let's see what we got here. Lane 3 so far looking good. Lane 4 just as well, and lane 5. Lane 1 coming along here. And for anybody that might be leaving a little bit too early, before we head off into the last event here, again, check out RoxamoreSportsLive.com under the schedule tab to get a good look at that schedule, because we got more events coming up here this month. We have bowling and basketball, boys and girls. And then next month we will zoom with swimming in February. But as for this month, for a broadcast that is, it will all be mostly basketball. There will be bowling on the 24th. But there is more swimming action nonetheless from Woodland Hills. Well done here, well done. As they are finished up, 1 minute, well actually, let's see, lane 1 finishes up at 52 seconds. Actually, let me stand corrected. 1 minute and 38 seconds. Lane 3, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Lane 4, 1 minute and 16 seconds. And lane 5, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Again, that is lane 5, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Lane 4, 1 minute and 16 seconds. Lane 10, not lane 10, oh my goodness. Lane 3, 1 minute and 10 seconds. And lane 1, 1 minute and 38 seconds. And again, this is the last event here. That is the 400 free relay, started off by the ladies. And they're off. Lane 2, lane 3, and lane 4. Lane 4 occupied by West Mifflin. Lane 3, Woodland Hills. Lane 2, West Mifflin. Good strong start here in lane 3, followed by lane 4, and followed by West Mifflin's lane 2. 25 seconds on the clock. And again, while there is no swimming broadcast for this month in January, we will resume with swimming let me correct my grammar here, we will resume with swimming in February. So again, be sure to tune in with us here on the Roxamore Sports Network to watch talent, match with talent, be it Woodland Hills or another school here in Allegheny County. Mostly Woodland Hills, though, as it is for now. But if you're not going to looking good there in lane 3. In comes another swimmer in lane 3, and in lane 4, another swimmer as well. Lane 2 for West Mifflin. Just about there. In comes another swimmer. All right. Getting my train of thought here. So, again, we'll about finish with the broadcast for January for swimming, but we will resume back in February. So, again, be sure to tune in with us here on RoxamoreSports.com, as well as all of our platforms that we air on. And for those of you that want to go in person, the action will continue nonetheless, as this month, Woodland Hills will be meeting against Penn Hills January 23rd, and against Thomas Jefferson January 25th. Woodland Hills will be playing against Still Valley on February 1st and February 7th, McKeesport, as well as more dates ahead. But again, we will resume our broadcast for the swim meets come February. As for now, it's mostly just basketball, but there is a bowling meet next week. So if you're into bowling and you're watching for Woodland Hills, be sure to tune in with us for that event as well. And 2 minutes and, well, actually, let's see, 3 minutes right now on the clock here. Looking great, looking great. Some great speed going on here. Let's see what we have. West Mifflin looking great in lane 2. Lane 4 looking like she's pulling a little bit more ahead than lane 3. Oh, but it looks like it's now lane 2. Actually, lane 3 that has pulled ahead here. Just by a hair length. Almost to 4 minutes. And here we go. Lane 3. Lane 4. New swimmers. Again, this is the last event here. After this will be the boys doing the same event. This is the 400 free relay. And looking good, looking good. New swimmer jumps in, lane 2. And again, my apologies for not being able to match up the names with the athletes in the lane. Again, if you know the face and you know the name, show them some love in the comments section. We got a little bit of a different roster than what I'm used to for these swim meets. Let's see what we have here. Lane 4 has finished up here. West Mifflin. So lane 4, West Mifflin has finished. And lane 3, Woodland Hills has finished. And here we go, lane 2, West Mifflin still in action. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Halfway there. And as I hear her team cheering her on, it's Lily from West Mifflin. And 6 minutes and beautifully done. Well done, Lily. Well done, Woodland Hills and West Mifflin. As that concludes it for the ladies' last event here, the 400 relay. And last but not least, it'll be the gentlemen. West Mifflin and Woodland Hills going at it as well. one last time here this evening. Lane 2 finishes up at 6 minutes. Lane 3, 5 minutes and 28 seconds. Lane 4, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Again, that is lane 4, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Lane 3, 5 minutes and 28 seconds. Lane 2, 6 minutes. Lane 2 and 4 being occupied by West Mifflin, and lane 3 by Woodland Hills. So right now the board credits home with 80 and the guest with 73. For the boys, Woodland Hills occupying lane 3 and 4. Well, actually, no one's in 4. What am I looking at here? I'm not that dyslexic. Lane 3 and lane 5. And here we go. Looking good there in lane 3. On 30 seconds. Lane 5 finishes up that second lap. Lane 3 finishing up the third. Let's see what we have there in lane 5 as he finishes up his third. And lane 3 ejects a new athlete into the pool here. As he is off to a strong start there in lane 3 and lane 4. In comes a new athlete as well. 1 minute and 25 seconds. Again, last broadcast for swimming this month. Again, February, we will resume with all regular broadcasts of the swim meets, mostly with Woodland Hills, but every now and then we spice it up. And as for the rest of the schedule, for those of you that want to watch it in person, Woodland Hills will be playing against Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills will be playing against Woodland Hills. What am I saying here? Woodland Hills will be playing against Penn Hills this month, January 23rd and January 25th against Thomas Jefferson. And first day in February against Still Valley. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Two minutes and 30 seconds here. Looking good there in lane 5. Lane 3 finishes up his lap. Lane 5 heading back home. Halfway there. 3 minutes. Getting there, getting there. Formation, timing, looking graceful here by these young men. 3 minutes and 25 seconds. And it's lane 3 that sends in a new swimmer. Following after that, it's going to be lane 5 with a new swimmer as well. In he goes. Three minutes and 50 seconds. See what we got. And looking good there in lane 3 and lane 5. Again, this is Woodland Hills in both lanes. We got 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And again, and as always, shout out to the coaches, the officials, parents, and whomever else is encouraging these young athletes to continue on with their strengths and work out their weaknesses and fears, as it goes a long way. Obviously, your entire life is not built around high school, but it doesn't hurt to have a good start. Beautiful there in lane 3. They have finished up. Lane 5 finishes up as well. Well done, everyone. West Mifflin and Woodland Hills have matched each other with their talents. The board has given 84 to Woodland Hills and 83 to West Mifflin. Looking forward to seeing you guys again in February with more action from these young, talented athletes, from the ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that will just about do it. Let me get the confirmation here. All right, that indeed will do it. West Mifflin and Woodland Hills displayed a great showcase of talent, strength, agility, and timing. We'll be back with more swimming in February. So again, towards the end of the month, say January, like January 20th, 30th, like the 28th or 30th of January. The schedule may be back up for February or come around that time for when the next swim meet will be broadcasted here on Roxamore Sports Live, Woodland Hills. But thank you for joining us here this evening. Looking forward to seeing you in February. Until then, you all have a fantastic night and a great swim season. We'll see you again here on Roxamore Sports Live. All to our CEO and executive producer, Leon Rockmore. And use of copyright footage must have written consent in order to use it. You can check us out on all platforms, that being YouTube, Facebook, or Facebook beta page. Actually, not a Facebook beta page, but we actually have a full page up now, so that is just a regular Facebook page at Roxamore Sports. And you can watch us on RoxamoreSports.com as well for live broadcasts, and Twitter, and Roku, and Apple TV, and Amazon Fire Sticks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night.